This is Pioneer Field Agronomist Scott Eversgerd with this week's weekly agronomy message. As we're all well aware, the corn crop's quickly hitting to blacklayer. Blacklayer has reached at a grain moisture of around 32 to 34%. So a lot of our April corn will probably get there in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Getting some questions on right now, we can start getting a pretty good look at what kind of yield is out there and ways to calculate yield. So basically, it's just a matter of counting the ears, count the kernels up and down the ear. Will usually come somewhere between 30 and 40. Count the rows around somewhere between 14 and 20. Multiply those two, then multiply that times the number of harvestable ears per acre. So count off 17.5 feet. That represents 1/1000th. And basically what you have after that calculation is the total number of kernels per acre. And then what you're going to do is divide that by a constant of 90,000 kernels per bushel to get you a bushel per acre yield. Now, that 90,000, depending on the hybrid, that number can be as low as 75 or as high as 115, depending on the hybrid. Hybrid characteristics will change how many kernels per bushel there are. On the soybean stand front, it looks like a little bit of sudden death is starting to show up. Now keep in mind what we see on sudden death is just the foliar symptomology. SDS is actually a root disease, so we've got some things affecting the roots and affecting the uptake of nutrients into the soybean plant. So last year was a pretty bad year for SDS. We're kind of just starting to see it to develop now, so we'll kind of keep an eye over the next 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, see how the disease really progresses. And on the last note, alfalfa planting. August is the best month to establish alfalfa here in southern Illinois. Look at seeding rates somewhere in that 15 to 18 pounds per acre on a new seeding, shooting for that really that quarter to half-inch deep soil placement. One other thing to keep in mind is what we're looking for is about 6 weeks of growth prior to a killing frost. That's what makes August that best time frame. Also, with the wet weather we've had, we've lost some alfalfa stands. Be sure to wait at least 12 months before reseeding new seed into an established stand. Otherwise, the autotoxicity will not allow the new seed to grow. As always, if you have any questions, please contact your Pioneer sales professional. Thanks.